This is your spiritual connection, ourplanetlife.org, broadcasting from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Hello, I'm Mark Garcia for the Business Hour, and we welcome you. And today we have Dorit Rabinovitch with Dorit Art, and she is a freelance commercial illustrator and has worked in the Dallas, Texas area since 1990. Dorit, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Art. Thank you.
Great. Today we're going to talk a little bit about art, how it works, and what stuff do you specialize in? So can you tell us a little bit, is your art digital or oil, or how does it work?
Well, I have a classically based education in art. I worked originally before the computers became popular. I worked in the traditional tools like pencil, charcoal, pen and ink, oils, watercolors, pastels. But now, with the popularity of the computer,
yes,
and the need for speed, I've converted mostly to digital art.
So what is Corel Painter? Whoa.
Corel Painter is a software program that I started working with about 12 years ago when I got my first computer. At that time it was called Meta Creations, and it was bought by a Canadian company.
I see.
They now call it Corel Painter.
Oh, I see.
Yes, and it simulates traditional tools of art. So whatever I create on the computer looks very, very much like either an oil painting or a pencil drawing, watercolor, and it's very versatile.
I see that you studied in Canada for art.
Yes.
And then you traveled to or migrated to Israel or something?
I did. I immigrated to Israel in 1967. I'm a baby boomer.
I see.
I studied art in Montreal, where I was born and brought up, at one of the local universities. I studied graphic art, and shortly after I immigrated to Israel and lived there for 22 years.
That's wonderful. I bet you got to study a little bit of Judaic art?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us what that is? It sounds interesting.
Well, it's art that's based on Jewish life and Jewish culture and religious Jewish ceremonies. And a lot of it is sculpture, but I specialized in oil painting and pen and ink. My specialty was pen and ink.
Do you have some of your work displayed somewhere where people can see it, or is it mostly personal?
Well, the Judaica is mostly personal these days. I don't produce that aspect of my work anymore, but I do have a couple of websites, and yes, and that is basically the way I show my work.
I see. I see also that you specialize in people from infants to the mature, that kind of stuff, in caricaturas also?
Yes, I do. That's my first love, is people's faces. And for many years, I worked with newspapers and magazines, so I did caricatures of local and national celebrities. But my greatest love is traditional portraiture.
I see. How does that go about? I mean, how does that work?
Well, when I lived in Israel, I used to work in hotel lobbies, supplement my income, doing portraits of the guests, and these were pretty serious portraits. I worked in pencil, and they took me. Each one took me a couple hours. But fortunately, the guests were on holiday, so they had the time.
They had the time.
They had the time.
You also are a master at skin tone. What?
Yes.
What is that?
Well, I'm very fascinated by light and shade, especially on the effect it has on skin. And so I like to make the person that I create look alive. You can almost touch the skin, and you almost feel you can make a dent in it with your finger. You can almost see the blood vessels underneath and the different colors. It's not just pink or brown or any shade between. It's it's so many different colors interacting.
I see. That sounds interesting, and I'd like to see some of that work that you do that shows the colors and the textures and that. You give a vast range of positions and emotions on people's when they're modeling for you.
I do. That's also very important to me. It's just make the person look as if they're alive.
Yeah.
It's not just a piece of sculpture. Shall I show what I'm?
Sure. You can. Well, maybe people can see what we're talking about on the website on the ourplanetlive.org.
Yes, this is something I did just recently. It's actually a traditional painting in oils. So I mean, you can almost feel the baby's skin. It's so dewy.
We're looking at that picture right now, and that it looks so real. So you can.
That's a triumph for me. If I can actually make this baby look as if he's breathing. But this is traditional. I've got some more. Let me bring it back. I've got some more, some digital work as well. Here we go.
What are we going to be looking at?
This is a young gentleman, a teenage boy, and looking up at the stars. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. This is digital.
If anybody wants to look at this, you have a website, don't you?
I do.
What is the website?
Well, I have two websites.
Yeah.
We're working off my Flickr website. And
is that where they can see all this work that you do?
Yes.
Okay.
And I like this website because I can animate. I'm also an animator. So I use this website a great deal.
If they need to get a hold of you, contact you, do you have a number where they can call you?
Yes, I do.
Well, what is it? So our listeners can know where to call.
Yes, my telephone number is 972-480-8262.
I was also reading that you do storyboard/comp PowerPoint. What is that? Can you explain that a little bit?
Well, a storyboard is a visual script, usually for a movie or a commercial. And instead of words, you can see from, the individual visual paragraphs are called frames, and one frame leads to another. So you have basically a story that you can see.
Wow, that's interesting. Also, do you work with a lot of agencies?
Yes, I do. I do. Not so much anymore. Unfortunately, we had the recession.
Yes. Yeah.
Which impacted the advertising industry.
Yeah.
So I'm not so much into the storyboards, although that was a great love of mine. Yes.
Also, so some of these clients that you did before as ad agency, you never met them in person, mostly through through the work and phone calls and stuff like that.
Exactly. I work from home, and just would do a lot of cold calling. I would find the agencies or design studios on the internet. And find out who the art director or creative director was.
Yes.
And I'd give them a call and see if they were needing my services. And from time to time, yes, they needed me right away.
How would people find how much it would cost for certain things, the pricing on, I don't know, logos, business cards and stuff like that? How would they go about that?
Well, it's always it's not a set standard. Sometimes the client would know exactly what their budget was, and sometimes I would have to decide on my own from just weighing the criteria involved. I mean, whether it's in color, black and white, or involved a complicated scene or a very simple scene, or just text. Or a text and an illustration, you see how that would affect the pricing.
I see. Do you have like a guide that you go by how much you would be charging for certain work?
Yes, I have in the past and up to the present used the illustrator's guideline.
Is that a standard that
it is
that artists use?
Yes, it is.
Also, you have illustrated for children's books and magazines, and done editorial illustration for businesses, political newspapers, and magazines. How you do so many things?
I have.
These children's books. Have you? What books have you done or worked on?
Well, the first set of books I worked on, or the first book that I illustrated was called The Autobiography of Santa Claus, and that was all in pencil. That was back in 1993, and it's become quite a big hit in the years.
Where can the people find this book? And
they find it on the internet. Barnes and Nobles features it.
Do they give you credit on there at least?
Oh yes.
They do?
They
do.
Yes, they do.
That's amazing.
Yes.
How long have you been an artist?
Oh, ever since I can remember.
You can remember.
Yeah. All I wanted to do was be an artist.
It comes from the heart.
Yes, it does.
And I was going to ask you. Of all your work you do, what is your favorite? What do you like to do most as far as all the work that you do? I mean, because you do different things.
Yes, I do. Well, like I said, I love to do storyboard. I love to do people portraits. I think, gosh, any kind of pencil work, sketching. So. I think those are my great loves.
Great. It's been a pleasure talking to you about this artwork that you do. It's very interesting, and I know you do a lot for the community also.
I try. Yes, I do.
And but once again, if people want to go to your website, what is that where people can go by and find more information?
Yes.
I see you have a lot of different buttons on there for different things like contact, illustrations or stuff like that on there.
Yes, I do. I have my basic website, which is www.doritart. That's DORITART dorit.com.
Uh-huh.
And then I have my Flickr website.
Flickr. What's the difference between both of them? What?
Well, the basic website is kind of it's set. It does have all of my contact information, but the Flickr website allows me to show my animation, and I am an animator, and it's essential for me to be able to show that I can do animation. So that's why I use the Flickr website so much.
What's in the future for Dorit Art?
I would like to be able to help as many people as possible with my art. I think that I can do a great service to somebody who wants to add to their business, to make themselves more, not more attractive, but stand out more in a very unique way. I think I can offer that.
I saw some of your work yesterday. You did a business card for a lady there at the
Yes.
branch out for the Farmers Chamber of Commerce. It was really nice. She liked it too.
Thank you.
It was nice work. But
Thank you.
once again, Dorit, thank you for coming by the business hour. It's been a pleasure. I know you have a busy and hectic schedule, and we thank you for taking the time to come by and tell us all about your artwork and where people can contact you. Once again, we have Dorit Rabinovitch with Dorit Art, and you can find her at doritart.com, and her number is 972-482-8262. This concludes this hour of the business hour. You can find it later on the DFW Business Hour on Facebook, and be sure to click like. Have a great day, and thank you for joining us.